Hello everybody, my name is Jeremy Flores and my strategic plan focuses on the Office of Enrollment and Educational Services at Gettysburg College. And although my future focus and career path that I would like to take involves collegiate athletics, I really wanted to focus on an issue in higher education that I think affects everybody. And the cool thing and unique thing about Gettysburg College is that the athletics department is a part of the Office of Enrollment and Educational Services. So throughout today's agenda, or today's presentation, we're going to focus on the following agenda. So first, we're going to take a look at Gettysburg College's foundational identity. We're going to take a look more specifically at the Office of Enrollment and Educational Services and their identity. We will then take a look at Phase 1 of our strategic plan, which focuses on the who, the what, and the why of this plan, and a SWOT analysis of the institution. We will then focus on Phase 2 of the strategic plan, which focuses on the goals, resources, and required budget to implement the plan. We will then discuss our implementation timeline, and then finish up with a discussion about our strategic plan evaluation. So first up on the agenda is the background of Gettysburg College. And so a few facts and figures are that the college has an enrollment of 2,623 undergraduate students, which is from their latest fall 2019 data. They offer 40 undergraduate degree programs. They are accredited by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education, and they have a review coming up in December of 2019. They offer 24 varsity sports that compete at the NCAA Division III level, and they are a member of the prestigious Centennial Conference. And they also offer 120 different clubs and organizations that students can be involved in. And through its strong academic standing, extracurricular offerings, and other key indicators, the U.S. News and World Reports ranked Gettysburg College as the 53rd best among national liberal arts colleges in its most recent 2020 report. And one key thing about any strategic plan that I think is extremely important is having a strong mission statement that is going to guide the focus and the direction of an institution. And so as Dickinson writes, a reaffirmed mission is inextricably linked to a solid and dynamic strategic plan, and as such, the mission should be periodically revisited as part of the planning process. Gettysburg College, though, is in the midst of a 5-year overall institutional strategic plan called the Unfinished Work, in which a focus on the mission statement was a part of that initial planning process. So I don't see a need to revamp Gettysburg College's mission statement. But having said that, the mission of Gettysburg College is that it is a residential undergraduate college of the liberal arts and sciences that prepares students from across the nation and around the globe to pursue lives of personal and professional fulfillment and to engage the complex questions of our time through effective leadership and socially responsible citizenship. More specifically, the Office of Enrollment and Educational Services involves 5 different departments, being admissions, athletics, the Department of Communications and Marketing, the Department of Financial Aid, and the Department of Institutional Assessment, and they focus primarily on student success and well-being. The mission statement of the Office of Enrollment and Educational Services closely aligns with the overall institution mission in that they are dedicated to the mission of promoting Gettysburg's reputation as a national college of liberal arts and sciences and to maintain an enrollment of diverse, talented, creative, and capable students. So looking at Phase 1 of the strategic plan, and really this for me forms the foundation of what we're going to do in Phase 2. And so we really wanted to focus on the who, the what, and the why. And so who's involved in the strategic plan? Well, we have a committee with representation from all 5 EES divisions. And what's the focus of our strategic plan? And as research shows from the National Student of Clearinghouse and Research Center of their 2019 report, enrollment has declined nationally for the 8th consecutive year. And so really probably the most important question is why? Why are we doing this and why are we focusing on enrollment? And as Simon Sinek says, is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do. And so I want to explain a little bit about why enrollment's a problem at Gettysburg College. And so as you can see in the data there, enrollment has declined in 4 out of the last 7 years. And so as of our 2019 numbers of 2,623 students, that is actually a 3.25% decline since its all-time high of 2,711 students in 2013. So next, let's take a look at a SWOT analysis of Gettysburg College and how we get to phase 2. So the strengths of Gettysburg College: they have a 9-to-1 student-teacher ratio, they have a retention rate of 90%, a graduation rate of 80%, an employment graduate placement rate of 98% within 1 year. Their physical infrastructure is excellent, as they've updated many facilities across the campus in recent years, and they have excellent donor and alumni relations. Some weaknesses are that even though diversity is a focus of the institution, they still lack student body diversity. Another weakness is their overall high tuition rate, which is $56,390, and then with room and board would be $69,850. And as noted from Dickinson, for more than a decade, tuition increases have far exceeded corresponding increases in family income, so the potential for future tuition increases is limited, which will reduce operating flexibility. So Gettysburg College can't rely on increasing tuition to combat their problems moving forward. And then their admissions acceptance rate is only 46%, which is a negative compared to surrounding institutions. Some opportunities is that they could possibly add a graduate school programs through hybrid learning. They could add additional academic programs, just such as a business department major. They can increase community college partnerships and possibly expand the athletic department. Some outside threats to the institution is that they are only one of 106 four-year institutions within a 100-mile radius, so they have a lot of competition. The decline in college-age population is happening nationally, and since they are a private school, they cannot rely on state or federal funding. So we used phase 1 to really develop the overall goals of our strategic plan, which are found in phase 2. So the overall goal of our plan is in the Office of Enrollment is we want to increase undergraduate enrollment by 2.5% from 2019 enrollment numbers to have an average enrollment of 2,700, and we want to develop a graduate school that maintains an annual enrollment rate of approximately 200 students. So how are we going to do this? Through 3 goals. Goal number 1, we're going to expand undergraduate degree programs, such as the business department. Goal number 2 is to begin a graduate degree program using hybrid learning. And goal number 3 is to expand community college partnerships to attract transfer students. So what resources and budgets are required to implement phase 2? For goal number 1, the resources required to expand undergraduate degree programs are mainly personnel and facility space. And so we believe that a budget of $250,000 will help achieve that goal. Goal number 2, to begin a graduate degree department. The resources involve personnel through professors, support staff, and administration, technology, as we want to focus on hybrid learning, a combination of online and in person, and then professional development for staff for online learning. So that budget's about $500,000. And then goal number 3 is to expand community college partnerships to attract transfer students. And one big resource, again, is going to be personnel and time. We think hiring a community college liaison is going to be important, and we've budgeted that at about $60,000 for salary plus benefit. So looking at phase 1 and phase 2, the implementation timeline will look like this. For phase 1, we'll have biweekly committee meetings beginning in July of 2019. Phase 2 will be designed by January 2020 as we look at all that data and SWOT analysis, and then our budgetary and approval recruitment process will occur from January 2020 to June 2020. And then as you look at phase 2, our implementation plan will occur from 2020 to 2023, with goal number 1 being achieved between 2020 and 2022, goal number 2 being achieved between 2022 and 2024, and goal number 3 being implemented that very first year of this plan, 2020-2021. And as part of any plan, I think it's great to evaluate what has been going on and is this a success. And so we will have an annual review to monitor progress of phase 2 goals and adjust our SWOT analysis as needed. And we will complete those in the summer of each year. So we'll have 3 strategic plan evaluations, and a committee will be involved throughout that to ensure that we are meeting our goals and our objectives. And we will then report that and publish that on the Gettysburg College website. Here are my resources for this presentation, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me, as enrollment is a big problem in higher education, and so there's a lot of resources out there to help any college achieve any goals within that field. So thank you.